Good morning, dear cadets. So, methods of preparation of amines are over. There are some in-text questions, examples, okay, that should also be solved. So, the first question is example 13.1, page number 385. Write chemical equation for the following reactions. Number 1, reaction of ethanolic NH3 with C2H5Cl. Second one is ammonolysis of benzyl chloride and reaction of amine so form with 2 moles of CH3Cl. Now just see. In NCERT book, they have explained the first one, okay, reaction of alkyl halide with ethanolic ammonia. But reaction of benzyl chloride with ethanolic ammonia, they have not explained. So, ammonolysis of benzyl chloride. Benzyl chloride means C6H5CH2Cl. As far as ring structure is concerned, this is like that. So, this is one type of alkyl aryl halide. Alkyl aryl halide. So, both should be explained, okay. So, just see, I will explain the first one first, okay. First one, reaction of ethanolic NH3 with C2H5Cl. So, okay, just see, you have to take this one in excess because when I taught you ammonolysis, that time what was there? Ethyl chloride means alkyl halide should be taken in excess quantity, okay. So, just see, first reaction CH3CH2Cl, okay. If it is reacting with NH3, NH3 means ethanolic, ethanolic means alcoholic, ethanolic, temperature 373 Kelvin temperature. So, here what would be the product? CH3CH2NH2, okay. Now, just see, keep on their reaction with C2H5Cl. So, then what would be the product? Product would be, just I am writing this side, CH3CH2NH, and here what is there? 1 minus has Cl, okay. Now, here CH2CH3, okay. Now, here also just still one replaceable hydrogen is there. So, C2H5Cl. So, the next product would be CH3, here minus has Cl only, CH3, CH2, here NH, here what is there? CH2, CH3. Now, this H won't be here. Now, in place of this one CH2, CH3, you can write this one like that also, C2H5 whole thrice N. Okay, so this is 1 degree amine, 1 degree amine, this is 2 degree amine, and this is 3 degree amines is formed, okay. That is the reaction of ethanolic NH3 with C2H5Cl, okay. So, the first, so ultimately what product you are getting? You are getting 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines, okay. No problem. Now, still one more step is possible. How? Just see, still here lone pair of electron is there. So, further their reaction with C2H5Cl, then quaternary ammonium salt will form. What would be the product? CH3, CH2, and now bracket close here, here positive sign, positive sign. Now, better to write CH3, CH2 whole 4, and here what would be there? Cl negative. This is quaternary ammonium salt. If you want to write in this way, then also no problem. CH3, CH2, and here positive sign, this side also CH2, CH3, this side also CH2, CH3, here also CH2, CH3. Now, bracket close, and here what would be there? Positive sign, and here Cl negative. So, this is quaternary ammonium salt you have got. When you will get this one? When you will take this one in excess quantity. Now here what is there? Ammonolysis, second one, ammonolysis of benzyl chloride and reaction of amine so formed with 2 moles of CH3Cl. Okay, so here just see, just let me first wipe them out, afterwards we'll explain second one. Okay, just see the second one. Second one is ammonolysis of benzyl chloride and reaction of amines so formed with 2 moles of CH3Cl. So first one, this is benzyl chloride. This should be reacted with NH3, ethanolic. So you will get C6H5CH2 NH2. Here minus would be HCl. Okay. Now this amine so formed should react with CH2 mole of this one. So just see, now these 2 H will be replaced. What would be the product? C6H5CH2 and here N. Here what should be there? C2H5. Here also C2H5 minus 2HCl. If you want to write the structure, it would be like that. This and this. Here what would be there? N. Here C2H5 and here this side also C2H5. What would be the name of this one? Sorry, here just a minute. One CH2 group should also be there. Now here CH2, here N, here C2H5, here also C2H5. Now what is the IUPAC name of this one? These C2H5 bonded with N. So N and dash diethyl, then phenyl, methane, amine. Okay, this is if functional group is bonded with the side chain, that become the primary. Okay, that would be the part of functional group. Okay, that would be the part of principal chain. Okay, so here one carbon atom is there. With this carbon atom, this phenyl ring is bonded, and by substituting the 2H of N, C2H5 is bonded. So N and dash diethyl phenyl methane amine. One is not required here because already only one carbon atom is there. So it is understood that phenyl ring will be bonded with this one. Okay, this is not aniline. This is benzyl amine. Now reaction is over. Okay, now come back here. The next one is write chemical equation for the following conversion: CH3CH2Cl into CH3CH2CH2 NH2. Just see here 1 2 carbon atom is there, but here what is there? Amines with 3 carbon atom is there. Means what should be there? We want to increase the 1 carbon atom. This is an example of ascent of series. I want to increase here 1 number carbon atom. So this should be treated with KCN or NaCN. So Cn would be there. When Cn is subjected for reduction, then what would be there? When Cn is subjected for reduction, NH2 group will be generated. NH2 group will be formed. That is very simple reaction. Okay. So first write this one: CH3CH2Cl. This is alkyl halide. Their reaction with NaCN. Reaction with alcoholic, ethanolic. So here what is there? NaCl. So what is the product here? CH3CH2CN. Okay. Now 1 carbon atom is increased. Now when this is subjected for reduction in presence of nickel, Pt or lithium aluminium hydride, reducing agent name must be there. Or you can take this one, the best one, Na/C2H5OH. Okay, so they will furnish the nascent hydrogen. So that nascent hydrogen, how many nascent hydrogen you want? 4. So just see here, CH3CH2 already you have got. 2H with this carbon atom, CH2, and here what would be there? NH2. You have got this one. Just see this one. Check. Same is the case with here also. Just see. Here what is there? This is benzyl chloride. Benzyl chloride. Now here what is there? One CH2 group is increased. Okay, here just see only one CH2 group is there, but here two CH2 group is there. Don't worry, we'll do this one also. Simple. Now write down structure like that. 1 2 3. Okay, now here what is there? CH2Cl. So first their reaction with NaCN. What is this one? Ethanolic. Ethanolic. So here what would be there? NaCl. NaCl. So what is the product here? This one, this one, this one, this, and here what would be there? CH2Cn. Now subject it for reduction. Reduction, lithium, aluminium hydride, or sodium oblique C2H5OH. Okay. So now here what would be the product? What would be the product? Just see this, and here what would be there? CH2 is already there. 2CH here and 2H here, 2H here. Now they will react together and they will furnish the nascent hydrogen. So here what would be there? CH2NH2. Now you can write the IUPAC name also. 1 2. Correct? 1 2. So what is the name of this one? 2-phenyl. 2-phenyl. Now ethane amine. Now you have got this one. Just see. Check this compound you have got. Yes. Now you can write in this way also. I don't have any problem. Just I made the structure of this one. Okay. Over. In place of this one you can take nickel platinum also. Nickel, Pd. Okay. They are also the reducing agent. Reagent name must be mentioned. Then only you will get the mass. Okay. Over this one. So these conversions are like that. Some more examples are there. Okay, so just see, write the structures and IUPAC name of. Okay, first one, the amide which gives propane amine by Hofmann bromamide reaction. So just see which amines it is giving. Propane amine. So write down here formula. CH3CH2CH2 NH2. Okay. Now try to understand. You have to prepare this one with the help of Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. So we know that in Hofmann bromamide reaction, one carbon atom, whatever amide you will take, so one carbon atom less than that amines will form. Once again listen, in Hofmann bromamide reaction, whatever number of carbon atom you will take in case of amide. Actually Hofmann bromamide reaction is the method of reduction of amides. So the amides, if you will take 4 carbon atom, so amine you will have 3 carbon atom containing. Okay, if 5, then 4 carbon containing amines you will get. So here you are getting the 3 carbon containing amines. It means amide which you will take here, that would contain 4 carbon atom. So 4 carbon atom containing amide you write. What is the functional group of amide? CONH2. Okay. Now 1 carbon atom already you have written. Just 3 more carbon atom you write. CH2, CH3. And you know that in Hofmann bromamide reaction, this alkyl group directly bonded with NH2. Plus here what would be there? Br2 plus KOH would be there. Okay. So now what would be the name of this amide? Butanamide. Butanamide. Okay. This is the amide which upon reduction through Hofmann bromamide reaction, it will yield this one. Okay. Now the second one. The second one is the amine produced by the Hofmann degradation of benzamide. Okay. Amine produced by the Hofmann degradation of benzamide. This is benzamide. What is this one? Benzamide. C double bond O NH2. If you subject it for Hofmann bromamide reduction, here Br2 plus KOH or NaOH, 4 KOH. Okay. So here Br2. So just see, this entire benzene ring will be bonded with this one. So here which amine you will get? You will get aniline, NH2, plus remaining thing here you can write 3KBr, okay, plus 2H2O, okay, yes, 4KBr, here 2Br2, yes, plus 2H2O. This is the benzene amine. What is this one? Benzene amine or aniline, okay. So just remember, in Hofmann bromamide reaction, whatever amines you will get, that will contain one carbon atom less than original amide. If amide is having 4, so amine will form having 3 carbon containing, okay. And here also same thing is happening. This is benzamide and you are getting here benzene amine or aniline. This carbon atom won't be there. Here one more product would be there, K2CO3, okay, yes, KBr. Here only Br2, 4KOH, yes. Here also same way you can write. Here write 4KOH, yes, reaction is over. Now next one is in text question number 13.3. How will you convert? Number 1, how will you convert benzene into aniline? Second one is benzene into N-dimethyl aniline. And now ClCH2 whole 4Cl into hexane 1,6 diamine. So the first one, okay, benzene into aniline. So this is benzene, okay, this is benzene, okay. Subject it for nitration, concentrate HNO3 and here concentrate H2SO4, okay. So this is nitrating mixture. Now here what would be there? Now NO2 group will be, nitration would be there. And now we know that if nitro group is subjected for reduction, product is NH2 group. So here you take Fe/HCl. You can take nickel palladium H2 also, don't have any problem, okay. But this would be better. Why this would be better? Because during the course of this reaction only FeCl2 will hydrolyze and it will further produce the HCl. And so no need to take in excess quantity of HCl. During the course of reaction only HCl will be prepared. When I taught you the method of preparation, that time only I have explained this one. So now here what you will get? You will get here aniline, NH2, okay. Now second one is benzene into, second one is, this is benzene, what is this one? This is benzene into N-dimethyl aniline, okay. So initial process is same only. Here what you will write? Concentrate HNO3 and concentrate nitration H2SO4. Then what would be there? Here NO2 group will be generated, okay. When this is subjected for reduction in presence of FeHCl. So here what would be the product? Here product would be NH2, okay. Now telling that benzene into N-dimethyl aniline. So now 2 molecules of CH3Cl should react here. So now these 2 hydrogen will be replaced. Just see, this, here N, here what should be there? C2H5, here also C2H5 minus 2HCl. You have got this one also. Third one, Cl. This is very easy. Just see. Now this is dihalo compound, okay, dihalo compound. Third one, just see, one step reaction only. Cl, here what would be there? CH2 whole 4Cl plus 4NH3 and here what would be there? Alcoholic. Alcoholic matlab? Alcoholic means dissolved in alcohol, okay. Now their reaction with this one, so you will get here NH2, here what would be there? CH2 whole 4 NH2. Yes, you have got this one. This is, what is the name of this one? 1,4-dichlorobutane into hexane 1,6 diamine. hexane 1,6-diamine. There is one problem here, one step more reaction would be there. Just see, first do one thing, just see this one, ClCH2 whole 4Cl, it should be reacted with NaCN. So here what you will get, here you will get NaCN. So here you will get Cn CH2 whole 4Cn. Okay, that would be there. Now if Cn is subjected for reduction in presence of NaC2H5OH, so these group will be converted, Cn and Cn will be converted into NH2. So here product is NH2 CH2 whole 4. What is the name of this one? Hexane 1,6-diamine. Okay, so see, just a minute, this is NH2 CH2. Okay, now here 2H here, so CH2 NH2, just see NH2 CH2 I wrote. Okay, then CH4 whole 4 CH2 whole 4 is already there. Now same thing here, CH2 NH2. Now total 8 nascent hydrogen is required, 8 nascent hydrogen. So here also CH2 and here NH2, correct or not? Now you have got hexane 1,6-diamine, 1 4 1 and 4 5, this is 6. So at 1 4 this one and this would be 6, 1,6-diamine. Now this reaction has been explained in modern ABC in the wrong way. This is the correct way. Okay, don't get confused, simple. This is ethanolic. Okay, so this should be reacted with NaCN. So instead of Cl, here minus 2 NaCl will come out and Cl will be bonded. When Cn is subjected for reduction, you will get this one. Over, all in text exercise is over. So I hope that you have got this one. Easy way, easy method. Okay, just see here one thing. If this compound is like that, CH2 whole 6Cl and Cl, then there was no need to make their reaction with NaCN because 6 carbon atom is already there. React with NH3, ethanolic NH3. So directly you will get the NH2 group here, this place and this place. Okay, but here since 4 is there, then you have to increase the number of carbon atom. How can you increase the number of carbon atom? By reaction with NaCN, because cyanide is a special kind of functional group. In case of Ascent of series, we can use them because when cyanide is subjected for reduction, product is NH2 group. When cyanide is subjected for partial hydrolysis, product is amide CONH2. When cyanide is subjected for complete hydrolysis, product is COOH, carboxylic acid. That is why cyanide plays very, very important role. In all the unit we have utilized these compound. In case of conversion of one particular compound into another compound. Okay, so this was not the case. Case was this one. Since 4 carbon atom is there, that is why we require 2 more carbon atom. That is why here reaction with 2 NaCN. Okay, over. Now physical properties of amines. Okay, just see physical properties of amines. Okay, so as far as the physical property of amines is concerned, first we will discuss here physical state. So lower aliphatic amines means methylamine, dimethylamines. They are gases with fleshy odor. Okay, fleshy odor means flesh means skin. Okay, next one is, actually this is fishy. Yes, fishy odor, FISH by fishy odor. Fishy means fish smell. Okay, C3 or more means the amines which contain carbon number 3 or more, they are liquid. Okay, like propyl amines, they are liquid, and higher ones are solid. Okay, so this is all about the physical state. Aniline or aryl amines, they are colorless but get colored on storage due to atmospheric oxidation. Aniline is basically colorless, but if you will store them for long period of time, so due to atmospheric oxidation they also become colored. Okay, solubility, this is the most important point. Just see, lower members of amines are soluble in water because they form hydrogen bond with the water. But as the size of alkyl group increases, now the solubility in water decreases because bigger alkyl group creates problem in hydrogen bond formation. So remember this one. Lower members, they are soluble in water due to the formation of hydrogen bond. Higher members, they are insoluble in water because due to bigger size of alkyl group or hydrocarbon part, there is a problem in the formation of hydrogen bond. Okay, so higher member means very high members, they are completely insoluble because their alkyl group size is very, very large and they cannot form hydrogen bond with the water. Okay, solubility. Now this is very important question. Solubility of amines is less than that of alcohol in water. Why? Just see. In alcohol, which is the functional group? OH. In amines, which is the functional group? Either NH2 would be there, or NH would be there, or N would be there. Means NH bond is there. So just see, the OH of alcohol is more polar than NH of amines because oxygen electronegativity is 3.5 while nitrogen electronegativity is 3.0. Okay, once again listen. Oxygen is 3.5, nitrogen is 3.0. So which is more electronegative? Oxygen is more electronegative. That is why OH bond is more polar. And more polar compound or more polar functional group that forms strong hydrogen bond with the water. So as compared to amines, alcohol will form strong hydrogen bond with the water. That is why the solubility of alcohol is more than that of amines. Okay, are you getting my point or not? This is only written here. There is one question, out of butane 1-ol and butane 1-amine, which will be more soluble in water and why? Okay, so of course butane 1-ol will be more soluble in water due to the formation of strong hydrogen bond because OH bond is more polar due to more electronegativity of oxygen than that of nitrogen of NH. Okay, that is the answer. This answer is written here only. Okay, as far as aromatic amines are concerned, aromatic amines means aniline or some other aryl amines. They are completely insoluble in water because they have got the bigger arene ring, benzene ring, and that creates problem in the formation of hydrogen bond with the water. Only those organic compounds are soluble in water which can form hydrogen bond with the water. And for the formation of hydrogen bond with the water, their functional group should be polar. Okay, so greater the polarity of functional group, greater will be the tendency to form hydrogen bond, or you can say greater the polarity of functional group, stronger hydrogen bond will be formed with the water and more will be the solubility. Have you got it or not? Remember, there is a lot of variation in writing the answer because in just concluded pre-board there was one question. What was that question? The oxygen is exhibiting -2 oxidation state. Okay, so many people have almost 100% because you people cheated. So what was there? You have written the since oxygen electronegativity is high, that is why it hasn't got tendency to donate electron and its common oxidation state is -2. Do you think this answer is correct? The answer is wrong. Just see, the correct answer is oxygen electronic configuration is NS2NP4. It requires 2 electrons to complete their octet. Okay, now you should write, since it has got tendency to take 2 electron to complete their octet, and it can't give those electron because their electronegativity is high. That is why its common oxidation state is -2. Once again listen. Of course, whatever half answer you have written correct, no doubt about it. Oxygen electronic configuration is Ns2np4. It has got the shortage of 2 electron to have complete octet. Okay, so it wants to take 2 electron from other. Since its electronegativity is higher, that is why it can't give those electron. It wants to take 2 electron instead of donating 4 electron. That is why its common oxidation state is 2 only. I have seen a lot of variation many places, as I have taught P block. So many people have not written the answer in that way. Perhaps you have not revised, I don't know. There is one more clue. Just see. There is a lot of difference in the boiling point of oxygen and sulfur, even though they belongs to the same group. Okay, so many people have written oxygen is forming p-pi bond, sulfur is forming octahedral, means S8 molecules. Okay, due to bigger size is can't form the p-pi bond. Okay, fine, that is correct answer. But no cadet has written that oxygen molecules is having weak van der Waals forces. Among the oxygen molecules, weak van der Waals forces are there, and the same van der Waals forces are not present in S8 molecules. That is why the boiling point of oxygen is less than that of sulfur. Means van der Waals force word I have not seen in any answer sheet, even though I am checking still. Okay, so please be careful, write right answer and get right marks. Okay, see the boiling points. The last one, physical property of amines. Amines have higher boiling point than comparable molecular mass hydrocarbon, except 3 degree amines. Except 3 degree amines. Means amines will have higher boiling point than that of hydrocarbon. Okay, hydrocarbon means alkane, alkynes. Okay. Explanation why alkane, and alkyne, they are non-polar. They are non-polar because carbon hydrogen bond is there. While in case of amines, what is there? NH bond is there, and NH bond is polar bond. Okay, so this is means greater the polarity, greater will be the intermolecular association, means intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Hence greater will be the boiling point. So 1 degree, 2 degree amines are polar, hence they get associated due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, while hydrocarbons are non-polar. 3 degree amines does not get associated due to lack of hydrogen with nitrogen. Lack of hydrogen. In 3 degree amines, nitrogen does not contain hydrogen. That is why intermolecular hydrogen bonding is not there in case of 3 degree amines. Okay. Now try to understand here. This is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding in 1 degree amines. See, RNH2. This is one molecules of 1 degree amines will form 3 hydrogen bond. 2 with the help of hydrogen and 1 with the help of this nitrogen. Are you getting my point? Once again listen. 1 molecules of 1 degree amines will form 3 hydrogen bond. Okay, just see, with the help of this hydrogen, with the help of this hydrogen, and with the help of this nitrogen. Okay, so this 1 degree amines, this side with H, this side also with H and N of another molecules, H and N of another 1 degree molecules, and N and H of other molecules. Okay, so this is kind of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Now if you will take 2 degree amines, so here R will come. So now 1 molecules of 1 degree amine forming 3 hydrogen bond, and 2 degree amines will form 2 hydrogen bonds. Suppose I am taking here R. Okay, so it can form with N and H. correct or not? So only 2 hydrogen bond is there. So just see what I want to tell you. Hydrogen bonding tendency is more in case of 1 degree amines because their functional group is NH2. With the nitrogen, 2 hydrogen is available. So the tendency to form hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is more in case of 1 degree amines. Then 2 degree amines, and at the last what is there? 3 degree amines. 3 degree amines, what is there? No hydrogen bonding, no intermolecular hydrogen bonding is possible due to lack of hydrogen. Okay. Here there is one more question. Amines have less boiling point than that of alcohol and carboxylic acid. Reason? Just see. Amines NH bond is polar, but as compared to OH and COH bond of carboxylic acid, it is less polar because nitrogen electronegativity is 3.0, oxygen is 4.0. So which will be more polar? OH and COOH group will be more polar. So greater the polarity, greater will be the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, so that is only written here. Amines have less boiling point than alcohol and carboxylic acid because OH and COOH group is more polar than NH group of amines. OH and COOH group is more polar due to more electronegativity of oxygen than nitrogen. Okay, there is one more issue here. Among the isomeric amines means 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines, the order of boiling point is 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. Reason? With 1 degree amines, 2 hydrogen is available for hydrogen bonding. Just check here. 2 hydrogen is available for hydrogen bonding. In 2 degree case, only 1 hydrogen is available for hydrogen bonding. In 3 degree case, what is there? No hydrogen is available for intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That is why this is the order among the 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines as far as hydrogen bonding means boiling point is concerned. This is the order of boiling point of 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. So ultimately, what would be the order? Now in this pre-board exam, in set 1, you have got one question. What was that one? MCQ type of question. They have given the ether, they have given 3 degree amines, 2 degree amines and 1 alcohol. Okay, 1 degree amines they have not given. They have given alcohols and they told what is the correct order for the boiling point. Remember, 3 degree amines will have lesser boiling point than ether. Ether is more polar than amines, 3 degree amines. Remember, ether is more polar than 3 degree amines. But 2 degree and 1 degree amines are more polar than ether. Why? Just see here. Here what is there in 2 degree and 1 degree amines case, what is there? Hydrogen is there. And with the N, hydrogen is there. In 3 degree amines, what is there? NH bond is not there. While in case of ether, what is there? OC bond is there or not? OROR means COC bond is there. So remember, 3 degree amines are, remember this one. 3 degree amines are less polar than ether. This is the correct order for boiling point. Order of boiling point. Order of boiling point. First one is hydrocarbon, means alkane, alkene, alkyne. They are non-polar, least. Then 3 degree amines. Then what is there? Ether. Then 2 degree amines. Then 1 degree amines. Then alcohol, and at the last carboxylic acid is the highest. Okay, correct. Now they will give you individual member. Here I wrote the class of organic compound. They will give you 3 degree amines. Now one particular ether, one particular 2 degree amines, one particular amines. But remember, molecular mass should be comparable. With the increase and decrease of molecular mass, there is a change in the boiling point. So they will give example of those molecules which are having comparable molecular mass. In this way, your boiling point, or you can say the physical property, is completely completed. And now that order, this order I wrote on the basis of your table which is given in NCERT book, that is the page number 388. You can check, and almost molecular mass is comparable. Okay. Now in this way physical property is completely completed. Now I have to start the chemical properties. Okay, just see the chemical reactions of amines, or you can say chemical properties of amines. Just try to understand. Amines are very reactive organic compound. Why they are reactive? They are reactive because of two reasons. Number one, in all amines, what is there? N and H bond is there, except 3-degree amines. Okay, in 3-degree amines, NH bond is not there. Amines are more reactive due to the presence of lone pair of electron on nitrogen atom, and second one is due to the polarity of NH bond. Okay, just see, this is the pyramidal structure of ammonia. Okay, in case of 1-degree amines, here R would be there. In case of 2-degree amines, here R. In case of 3-degree amines, here also third R will be connected. But in all the cases, lone pair of electron would be there. So amines are reactive organic compound due to the presence of lone pair of electron and polarity of NH bond. Now just try to understand Lewis base. Have you heard about this one or not? Lewis base are those compounds which are capable of donating pair of electron during the course of chemical reaction. So since amines contains lone pair of electron, that is why they behave like a Lewis base. Lewis base, this one. Okay, and just see, compound which is capable of, or group which is capable of donating pair of electron, they are also acting as a nucleophile. So amines, they have got the lone pair of electron at nitrogen atom, that is why they behave like a nucleophile also. They are electron rich compound, electron rich center they have got. So this is the important point. Another important thing is 1-degree, 2-degree, 3-degree amines, they largely differ in chemical property due to different number of H atom bonded to nitrogen atom. Due to different number of H atom bonded to nitrogen atom. Just try to understand. In 1-degree amines, 2 hydrogen is bonded with the nitrogen. In 3-degree, no one is bonded. In 2-degree, 1 hydrogen is bonded. So their chemical reactivity is differed due to the different number of hydrogen atom bonded with nitrogen. Okay. So now under chemical property, first one is the basic character of amines. Basic character of amines. So as far as the basic character of amines is concerned, basic character we can explain in two ways. If in aqueous solution they are furnishing OH negative, then they are considered to be the basic substance or basic compound. Or if they are capable of donating lone pair of electron in chemical reaction, then also they will be considered as the Lewis base. One more thing is there. If they are capable of accepting proton, then also they will be the Bronsted base. Correct or not? What are the Bronsted acid? Which is donating H positive, which is accepting H positive, they are the Bronsted base. Correct or not? So all the three category of acid base concept fit into in case of amines. Just see here. They are capable of donating lone pair of electron because they have got the lone pair of electron at nitrogen atom. That is why they are Lewis base. Second one thing is they are capable of furnishing OH negative ion in their aqueous solution. How? Just see. First you do one thing. Their reaction with water. Just see. Reaction with water. So 1-degree, 2-degree, 3-degree amines I wrote here. Actually, amines are more basic than water. Amines are more basic than water. So here what would be there? Since water is less basic than amines, it will furnish one proton to the lone pair electron of nitrogen. This is HOH, that is the water. So this H will come here, it will be bonded with the lone pair of electron. So this would be RNH3 since it has donated lone pair of electron to H. So this is RNH3OH negative. Okay, OH part will be bonded here. Now what is this one? This becomes salt now. In salt, what is there? Positive and negative. NaCl is salt or not? Why it is salt? Because it has got Na positive and Cl negative. So now they have also got the positive and negative part. NH3 is the positive part, RNH3, and OH is the negative part. Okay. Now after some time this salt, this will be dissociated into RNH3 positive plus OH negative. So this is furnishing OH negative ion or not? Same is the case with 2 degree amines. This is R2NH. It is reacting with water. Here again water is the proton furnisher. So here R2NH2 positive, OH negative would be there. So this is R2NH2 positive, OH negative. Now after some time it will again furnish the OH negative ion. Same is the case with 3 degree. So all the cases 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines, in their aqueous solution they are furnishing the OH negative ion. So since amines aqueous solution furnishes OH negative ion, hence they are basic in nature. But what kind of basic they are? What kind of basic they are? They are accepting here proton. So that is why they are the Bronsted base. What are they? Bronsted base. Correct? Proton acceptor is Bronsted base. Lone pair donor is Lewis base. Okay? And which furnishes OH negative ion in their aqueous solution, that is Arrhenius base. So just see, amines, they are fulfilling the criteria of all the 3 concepts of acids and base. Okay? So they are basic in nature, it is proved now. Okay? Now further evidence should be given. So evidence in favor of basic character of amines. So their reaction with the mineral acid. Mineral acid. Okay, what are the mineral acid? HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. So just try to understand. 1 degree, whatever is given in NCERT book, that only reaction I am teaching. RNH2 plus HCl. Okay, now this proton will be given by HCl2, lone pair of electron of N. So now what would be there? Now this is RNH3 positive and Cl negative. What it would be? This would be salt. Okay, this would be salt because positive and negative part both are there. Please take one individual example, C2H5 NH2 plus HCl. So C2H5, this will accept one proton, C2H5 NH3 and Cl negative. This is positive part, this is negative part, this is salt. Okay, now try to understand what would be the name of this one. Ethyl ammonium chloride. Okay, ethyl, now NH2 is getting converted into ammonium ion. Actually ammonium is NH4 positive, NH4 positive, but try to understand this is NH3, nevertheless I am telling ammonium. Why? Because one hydrogen of NH4 has been replaced by C2H5. Are you getting my point or not? 3 hydrogen are there. Ammonium is this one, NH4 positive. So its one hydrogen has been replaced by C2H5. So what is there? Still 3 hydrogen is there and positive sign. So this is ethyl ammonium chloride. Okay, ethyl ammonium chloride. Don't get confused. Otherwise you can write ethyl amine hydrochloride also. Then you will get ethyl amine hydrochloride. Both meaning is same only. Hydrochloride means you have not included H in NH3 or in NH2. Okay, but this is better name, ethyl ammonium chloride. Okay, this is aniline. What is this one? Aniline. Lone pair of electron will gain one proton from HCl. So what would be the group here? NH3 positive and Cl negative. NH3 positive and Cl negative. This is also salt. And what is the name of this one? We can tell in 2 ways. Aniline hydrochloride, because entire HCl is bonded here. Entire HCl is bonded here now. So aniline hydrochloride. Otherwise what would be there? Anilinium chloride. By anilinium chloride, IUM means a positive. Okay, one H has been added with NH2. So that has become now anilinium ion, positive ion. Anilinium chloride. Okay, same is the case here. Ethyl amine hydrochloride or ethyl ammonium chloride, not ethylenium, not ethylenium. Okay, you both way you can tell. Okay, any doubt about this one? Yes, that spelling is here double M is there. Ethyl, AMMONIUM. Yes, chloride. Okay. So now these two reaction proves that amines, aliphatic and aromatic amines, they are gaining proton. So their reaction with mineral acid is one of the evidence in favor of their basic nature. In favor of their basic nature. And how can you express the basic nature of aliphatic and aromatic amines? Expressing the basic character of amines in terms of Kb or pKb. So just see, acidic strength was expressed in terms of Ka or pKa. What is Ka? Dissociation constant for the acid. And since they are base, now it is proved, various example I have given, that they are basic. Amines are basic in nature. So what is there? Their basic strength will be expressed in terms of Kb or pKb. Kb means dissociation constant for the base. pKb is also dissociation constant for the base, but Kb and pKb relation is differ. So just see how Kb and pKb will come. Just see. Let me rub this side and afterwards I will explain this one. Okay, so just see, we can express the basic character of amines in terms of Kb and pKb. Just see, this is 1 degree amines, their reaction with the water. Then you will get RNH3 and OH negative. Correct or not? Yes. Now apply the law of equilibrium. So law of equilibrium means the product of molar concentration of product divided by product of molar concentration of reactant. Okay. So just see, KEQ equal to RNH3 positive OH negative divided by molar concentration of product of molar concentration of reactant RNH2 H2O. Okay. Now during the course of reaction, the molar concentration of H2O remains constant. So just like equilibrium is the constant, K is the equilibrium constant, same way H2O molar concentration is also constant only. So it is better to multiply this molar concentration of H2O with KEQ. So the KEQ into molar concentration of H2O, that is equal to RNH3OH negative divided by RNH2. Now KEQ into H2O. Now come back this side. This is equal to new constant, that is Kb. What is Kb? That is dissociation constant for base. What is this one? Dissociation constant for base. Okay. Now Kb equal to now RNH3OH negative equal to divided by RNH2. Same way, only in place of K into H2O equal to Kb. Now just try to understand. pKb equal to what is there? There is one more dissociation constant, that is known as pKb. pKb equal to minus log Kb. Minus log Kb. pKb equal to minus log Kb. Means what is the relation between pKb and Kb? Reverse. If pKb value will be more, Kb will be less. If Kb is more, pKb will be less. Correct or not? So just see, that is why just see, Kb, if larger value is there, if their value is large, base would be strong. If small value is there, base will be weak. pKb reverse. Smaller the value, stronger will be the base. Larger the value, weaker will be the base. Okay. Now one example also I have given here. NH3, its pKb value is 4.75. Aliphatic amines means 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines. Their pKb value is 3 to 4.22. 3 to 4.22. Okay. Means this is the range from 3 to 4.22. Whose pKb value is more? Ammonia. So larger the pKb value, weaker will be the base. Smaller the pKb value, stronger will be the base. So now aliphatic amines are stronger base than ammonia. why aliphatic amines are stronger base than ammonia we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, and now here pKb value is given in NCERT book. Okay, here it is given, you can check yourself. Okay, now tomorrow we'll complete the basic strength of different kinds of amines and some of the chemical property also. Okay, thank you.